Hi, this is Daryl. Just wanted to address how we can tell when a wall is wet. Visually, there may not be any apparent clues, as with this wall. Visually, there's no indications that the wall is wet. So how do you tell if the wall is wet? There's no easy shortcuts. There's a couple of professional tools that make it very easy. One way is you can get destructive. You can start putting holes in the wall, sticking a screwdriver or something into the wall, and if the drywall's soft, it's very wet, it's soaked. But that's destructive. Here's a piece of drywall that we cut out on an adjacent wall here, and to the touch, it's noticeably wet. But that's because we're touching the paper on the backside of the drywall. To touch the painted surface that's exposed, that acts like a vapor barrier, and so it doesn't feel wet to the touch. So you can get destructive, you can start cutting drywall, you can start putting holes in drywall. That's one way to tell if it's wet. But short of being destructive, you need some professional tools. One of them that's available is a moisture meter. This one has two modes. We can stick the little pins in the wall. If it's in the green range, it's normal, it's still dry. If it's in the red, the wall's soaked. Okay, so the bottom of this wall is soaked. We change modes, and it's a non-penetrating mode where we can set it on a surface, and it's telling us how much moisture is in the material. Up here it's green. The wall is dry. We move down the wall, and right there at about 10 inches or so, the wall is soaked from there down. Nothing visual that would let us know that it's soaked, but the meter is able to diagnose that for us. Another tool that a professional, but this isn't something every homeowner is going to want to stock or have available. They cost a few $100s. An infrared camera is another valuable tool. It's very sensitive to differences in temperature, and damp materials are cooler than dry materials. And this shadow across the bottom of the wall here is visually showing us, using the infrared camera, that the wall is wet. So when you have a water damage, when something gets wet, don't just hope or assume that it'll dry okay on its own, because if it doesn't, it could lead to mold or other problems. Call in a professional. There's tools available to diagnose dampness.